Hello everybody and welcome on back to the Call of Duty Zombie storyline. When last we left off, Richtofen had finally taken control of the ether through ways that the MPD began control of the zombies. But Maxis stopped him, launching 3 missiles directly at Earth, destroying it. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the repercussions of Richtofen's actions with the story of Black Ops 2 Zombies. We get to see the immediate impact of this on Nuketown, as it goes on simultaneously with Moon. I'm not going to show too much footage from the Nuketown map, but there are a few audio logs I want to show that go over how civilian life is now being affected by the zombie apocalypse and the battle between Richtofen, Maxis, and Samantha.
Hello. This is Jackass Flats calling any human community within broadcasting distance. We're located at standard map coordinates 37 degrees 07 north, 116 degrees 03 west. This is a warning to anyone contacted by a group of mysterious voices. Several of our party began to hear the voices, and their competing instructions and incompatible demands drove a wedge down the center of the camp. Half of the camp is carrying out the demands of only through electronic. This voice is a big, long, and its ultimate goals unclear. The other voice cannot be heard by humans who have not been on the long madness this way lies. Neither of these instruction sets will understand. Those of us who have not chosen a side have been hunted by both sides, seeking to force us to assist them. Oh God, they stop! Oh! Get back! You can stop!
We also hear a radio from somebody who was trying to help Maxis previously when turning on the tower at the transit location.
Hello? Hello? Are you there? We have activated the spire as you instructed, but the shamblers are swarming our location, and we can't hold out against their superior numbers for long without aid. Hello? Please, come in. It is vital that you instruct us on that.
Now, as I had mentioned previously, this map actually goes on simultaneously with Moon, and we can hear Richtofen quotes while we're playing the map that tell us that this is happening. On round 25, we actually get to hear a quote and see the zombies' eyes change colors, signifying the power shift from Samantha to Richtofen.
I knew I should have invented an egg-moving robot. Stupid Maxis. This is rules. What is stupid accent? Login. Teddy. Password? Is a liar. I'm not. That's why no one would guess it. Hello, Samantha. Little brat. The time is coming. So soon. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Finally, we can confront this little beast. Quickly, power up the machine. They will control you all. I will destroy you all. But not before we continue the game.
One last little side Easter egg on this map introduces us to the first character of our new crew, being Marlton.
Russman and Stuhlinger are far better suited for manual labor. Pity they lack the intellect to make anything useful.
He is trapped in the Nuketown bunker, trying to save himself from the missiles that Maxis had just impacted the Earth with. He will meet up with the rest of our crew here soon, so let's head on over to Transit to see how that all works out. Heading on over to the Hanford site in Washington State, also known as Transit, we meet the rest of our crew. Misty, Russman, and Stuhlinger make out the rest of the Victus crew. While Misty and Russman are sort of your run-of-the-mill zombie-killing badasses, Stuhlinger is a little different. Yeah, he's a little quirky with it, a little awkward, he doesn't get his words out, but Marlton's got that covered too, the nerdy stuff, all that. Stuhlinger's a little freaky. He joined a group known as the Flesh, who would eat the zombies. Yes, I know, usually the zombies come and eat us, but this time Stuhlinger took the fight to them. Doing so allowed him to hear the voice of Richthofen in his head. Richthofen, after entering the MPD, took control of the zombies. Thus, every command that he gives to the zombies is now heard by Stuhlinger as well.
Samuel? Samuel Stuhlinger?
What? Oh no, not again!
He is the only one who can hear Richthofen in our crew though, and the rest of the crew thinks he's a little crazy for it. They prefer to follow Maxis, who they're able to hear through radios around the map. Not our usual audio logs though. As I had mentioned previously in the World at War recap, Maxis had gained the ability to merge with technology. Doing so allows him to give our crew the necessary information they need to power up the first beacon, and they'll do so for Maxis. Richthofen wants the same goal completed, but with mistrust already in this newfound group, they're not going to listen to the dude who claims he can hear an all-powerful being talking to him because he ate zombie flesh. So, siding with the lesser of two evils and helping out Maxis, our crew is now finished in transit, and Richthofen teleports them over to China to do his bidding in Dire Eyes. There's another tower here that needs to get powered up, and Richthofen is confident that, although they didn't help him at the first one, Stuhlinger can convince them to get him this time. Richthofen also displays an ability to respawn our crew. This is the first and only time we've ever gotten an explanation for a respawn.
Accept your fate! Begin anew!
We're going down! We're going down fighting! Now!
Have we been here before?
Though Richthofen was hopeful that the crew would help him out this time, Stuhlinger failed to convince them, and they power up the second beacon in Maxis' favor. We do get a little bit of behind the scenes though on Maxis' motives. He seems a little frustrated at us, and if we're helping Richthofen on either Easter egg, he's always getting angry.
Nine! You've wasted too much time! We need fresh meat for the blood sacrifice!
However, we do get a happy Maxis in this timeline and a frustrated Richthofen. Richthofen, trying to get the crew to help him out in the final location, sends them over to an American Western town. And while this is your all-American classic Western town, it is not in America. This map takes place in Angola, Africa, and we'll have to hear the story of Jebediah Brown to find out how it got here.
The day's the 19th of April, the year of our Lord, 1885. Somehow. I don't know how it's possible. Last I recall, I was headed into the mine. I swear, I was only down there for a few hours. But I come back up. Townsfolk say I've been missing for 5 days. Then there was last night. When I slept, I had a vision. 2 angels came down to me from heaven. They told me I needed to be ready to prepare for what was coming. And what was coming, they would not tell me, but how to prepare. Build a machine, they said. A machine that will grant you great power. Now, this machine was complex, requiring craftsmanship and mechanical skill I did not have. I told them such, but they said not to worry. They would guide my hands. The way they described it, It sounded like an oven, a kiln. You stick your rifle inside, and when it come back out, well, let's just say that rifle would pack a serious punch. The day's the 21st of July, the year of our Lord, 1885. I have a confession. I am burdened with sin. I fear I am the architect of my own damnation. This town is cursed. The devil himself has possessed our people. Folk have been acting all kinds of crazy, paranoia, visions, seeing things that ain't there. And the violence. 7 dead in the last 5 days. The sheriff don't know what's gotten into these people. But I know it. It's that damned mine. Them blue rocks. Doc believes them to be meteors from the sky, from up in the stars. Maybe from heaven. But whatever the cause, I fear the disease that consumes this town has gotten to me as well. Last night, I felt overcome with loss and grief. I went to see Ma at the cemetery. Maybe it was the whiskey. Maybe it was delirium. I can't say, but I dug her up and took her into town. I took her to my shop where I kept the machine. I don't know what came over me. Like something took control of my body, like a puppet on strings. I put her in the machine. I don't know why. Maybe it would bring her back to me. But she vanished. Nothing came back out. I stumbled home in a daze, but as I arrive, I see before my eyes, I see an apparition, a spirit. It looks just like her, only when she was younger. She floats around the house now. I catch her playing the piano. The angels, they came back to me again. I've built the metal carriage just as they asked. Only one thing left to do now. Upgrade it with my machine. The day's the 22nd of July, the year of our Lord, 1885. We are truly lost. This town, these people, we are being punished by heaven for our transgressions, and now must suffer the righteous hand of retribution. I did as they asked. I put the metal vessel in the pack-a-punch machine, just as instructed. Next thing I know, all the energy, all the power of the world gets sucked out of the air as if pulled inside the machine. Next thing, the world is white. I came to, and I see that my shop, all the people, the whole damn town has been transported, as if willed by the Lord, into this cavern buried below the surface of the earth. I fear we are at the threshold of hell, the world just waiting to open below our feet. We've been overrun by the devil's army. The dead have risen and now do us in battle. My name is Jebediah Brown, and I vow humbly before the two angels and ask for forgiveness. Show us the path to salvation. We are listening. Hello?
So, after pack-a-punching his mother and some sort of mysterious device we'll learn about more later on, powerful energy source was blasted off around the area and teleported the whole town underground to Africa. Now that we know how the town got here, and we know that our crew is teleported by Richtofen, they're now tasked with activating the final tower. Richtofen wants so badly for Stuhlinger to finally convince them to help him with this final tower, but it's too little, too late. He can't do it. So, with a little bit of time travel and some shooting at some targets, our team finally activates the final beacon, and we save the world from Richtofen. But no, we didn't. Maxis lied. He finally admits that he's deceived our crew, and he never planned to restore balance. His goal was to completely destroy the Earth, open a gateway to Agartha, and finally become a god, having himself and his daughter for eternity. Richtofen's soul is placed inside of a zombie's body, damning him to walk this tortured Earth for the rest of time.
The process has begun. Now I control the ether's energy. I can at last reach Agatha! Ah, you fools! Why did you listen to him? Regretfully, I must inform you that neither the Earth nor its people will survive. Ah, I tried so hard to warn you. Don't go! Once the gateway is open, I will finally be reunited with my dearest Samantha. Hello? Are you forgetting something? Even if your wretched daughter is still alive, she has my body! If you are so eager to re-enter the physical world, Richtofen, I will grant you that fish!
And so, this wraps up our storyline of the original Black Ops Zombies. There are 2 more maps in Black Ops 2, being Mob of the Dead and Origins, and I was debating going over them in this video to set up for Black Ops 3. However, I think a separate video with those 2 maps and the comic books to help bridge the gap from Black Ops 2 to 3 would help out a little bit. And I could also try to give a little bit more background information and prep for all the teleportations and time travels, multiple versions of everybody. It gets a lot more confusing in Black Ops 3 for people who have never heard the story before. So, I want to do a separate video to break that down. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. It was a blast to put together. I loved playing the games, to get all the clips and reading all the stories again, going into the comic books, all of that stuff, hearing the audio logs. It was great, and I can't wait to keep doing it. And I would also love to ask you guys if you have any questions about the zombie storyline that I could answer. I love doing deep dives into the story, and I cannot wait to make more videos about it. So, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!